K-Flock was a rising star in the rap business, renowned for his gritty and unapologetic lyrics that alluded to the challenges of living in the streets and were the main reason for his rise to prominence. He had a devoted following, and it seemed that he was destined for even greater success. But all of that came tumbling down when he found himself in the middle of a controversy that would eventually terminate his career. This finally led to his being fired from his position. In this video, we will investigate the early years of K-Flock's life, his professional path, and the factors that contributed to his fall from grace. We will also pass through the fallout from the incident that ended his career, and talks about the possible legacy he may leave behind in the years to come. So if you want to know more about it, stay tuned. K-Flock, whose birth name is really Kevin Perez, was born on September 7, 1998 in the borough of Brooklyn, New York in the United States of America. K-Flock did not have an easy childhood growing up on the harsh streets of Brooklyn. He had to go through a lot of trials and tribulations, all of which contributed to his being the person he is today. The early years of K-Flock's life were marred by adversity and conflict. Because of the high prevalence of crime in their area, his family often found themselves in precarious circumstances, despite the fact that they worked hard to make ends meet. In spite of these challenges, K-Flock did not waver in his determination to fulfill his ambitions of being a famous rapper. From an early age, he began creating his own songs, and would often play them for his family, friends, and acquaintances. There is little question that K-Flock's early life circumstances have had an impact on both his musical style and his lyrical content. The harsh reality of growing up in disadvantaged communities and the challenges that come with it are often reflected in his music, and his songs are often autobiographical. K-Flock overcame a significant number of obstacles in his early life and went on to achieve tremendous success as a rapper, until his career was cut short in an unexpected way. Despite these obstacles, K-Flock never gave up. Racketeering conspiracy charges have been brought against K-Flock, a rising star in the music business who performs in the rap genre. The jury came to the conclusion that he was complicit in the activities of a criminal organization that was responsible for a number of serious crimes, as well as the distribution of illegal drugs. Many of his supporters, who had the impression that he was heading in the direction of greatness, were taken aback by this piece of information. The allegations leveled against K-Flock were serious and might have led to severe repercussions. Racketeering is a federal felony that refers to the practice of using unlawful methods in order to do business or acquire control over a company. According to the claims that have been made against K-Flock, he was part of a criminal organization that maintained its control via the use of physical force and psychological coercion. These allegations are not only harmful to his profession, but they also taint his reputation as an artist in a negative way. It is not yet clear how this will influence the opportunities that lie ahead for him in the music business. The arrest that led to K-Flock's conviction and life imprisonment brought an abrupt end to his career in the entertainment industry. K-Flock was unable to avoid the repercussions of his conduct, despite the support he received from his devoted fans and his fellow musicians. The news of his arrest caused shockwaves across the music business, with many people questioning how such a gifted musician could have been engaged in illegal activities. These publications sent shockwaves throughout the music industry. It is crucial to keep in mind that K-Flock was found guilty by a jury comprised of his peers, even if some people may feel that the punishment he received was excessively severe. There are situations in which people need to be held responsible for their acts, despite the fact that we may have a strong desire to believe in second chances and atonement. The story of K-Flock should serve as a lesson in self-control and prudence for young artists, as well as anybody else who may be enticed by the promise of easy money and fame. This serves as a timely reminder that success may be ephemeral, and that the decisions we make have repercussions. Even while it's possible that we'll never know what would have happened if K-Flock had made other choices, we can still draw lessons from his errors and work to improve the judgments we make in our own life. The participation of K-Flock in a shooting incident that resulted in the death of one person and the injury of another brought an abrupt end to his professional career. The event took place in the wee hours of the morning outside of a nightclub that had been hosting a performance by K-Flock. It was alleged by witnesses that a fight broke out between two different groups of individuals, and that K-Flock was seen flashing a weapon during the altercation. K-Flock was taken into custody by law enforcement soon after their arrival at the site of the incident on suspicion of murder. K-Flock was given a sentence of life in prison on February 23, 2023 by the United States Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York. The accusations included attempted murder, assault with a hazardous weapon in assistance of espionage, and abuse with a harmful instrument. Also, the defendant was charged with assault with a violent firearm. In speaking to XXL, Flock's attorney, Jeffrey Lichtman, addressed the allegations against his client and said that the murder case against Flock has been an uphill struggle for a long time. Nonetheless, the severity of the situation was mitigated by the fact that the rapper had not intended to commit the offense. In the end, he was charged with that in the first degree, as well as an attempted homicide. Many of K-Flock's admirers were left heartbroken by the news, which sent shockwaves across the music industry as a whole. It was obvious that his actions had put a stop to the promising career that he had been working for, despite the fact that he was a talented rapper. The effect of K-Flock's career being cut short was felt all over the music business once it came to an unexpected conclusion. Fans were left stunned and heartbroken, and other musicians who had worked with him or looked up to him were left reeling by the news. The repercussions of his decline were felt not just in his own life, but also by others who were close to him. Several people made assumptions about the factors that could have contributed to his fall from grace. Although some blamed the poisonous mentality that permeates the music business, others laid the focus upon the irresponsible actions of the musician. It was obvious that K-Flock's career had come to a complete and abrupt end, regardless of the reason why this occurred. The fallout from K-Flock's career serves as a timely reminder of the lightning-fast pace at which things may shift in the entertainment business. This demonstrates how important it is to have a level head and make choices that are in your best interests, both professionally and emotionally. It is essential to keep in mind that even a single slip-up may have repercussions that endure for a very long time, despite the fact that it may be easy to cave into the temptations that come with celebrity and success. The legacy left behind by K-Flock is a tangled one. On the one hand, he was a rising star in the rap industry with a style that was all his own and a skill that couldn't be denied. He already had a devoted following and was on the edge of being successful in the mainstream. On the other side, his participation in illegal behavior resulted in the premature end of his professional career. There is no way around the fact that K-Flock had a significant effect on the field of music despite the terrible events that brought a stop to his career. His music continues to strike a chord with audiences and serve as an inspiration to musicians on the rise. His experience may serve as a lesson to others about the perils of engaging in unlawful activities and the repercussions that come with doing so. Although it is hard to know what would have happened to K-Flock if he had not taken certain mistakes, his legacy will live on via his music and serve as a lesson to aspiring musicians to remain faithful to their craft and avoid making choices that might put their careers in jeopardy. That's all for today's video, guys. If you like our content, feel free to subscribe to the channel, share, and hit the notification bell to get the latest news from us. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.